All righty, let's move on to McDonald's, which is defending itself now after getting some bad press online over its prices. Kate Rogers is here with this story. Last we heard about McDonald's, Kate, they were introducing a low-priced value meal, super value.
An upcoming $5 value bundle. That's right, Tyler. And we all know there's been a lot of talk and focus on both inflation and value in the fast food space in recent weeks. Now, McDonald's U.S. President Joe Erlinger, speaking out in an open letter shared this afternoon. Erlinger says the company has seen viral social posts and poorly sourced reports that it has raised prices, quote, significantly beyond inflationary rates, which he says is inaccurate. Erlinger says, I can tell you that it frustrates me and worries me and many of our franchisees when I hear about an $18 Big Mac meal being sold, even if it was at one location in the U.S. out of more than 13,700. More worrying, though, is when people believe that this is the rule and not the exception, or when folks start to suggest that the prices of a Big Mac have risen 100% since 2019, which he says is not true. But in the same letter, Erlinger did acknowledge that higher costs and growing wages have caused McDonald's menu prices to rise. In 2019, a Big Mac cost $4.39. Now it's $5.29 on average, up 21%. In 2019, an Egg McMuffin cost $3.49. That's now $4.29 on average. That's a 23% increase. And 2019, a 10-piece McNugget meal averaged $7.19. That's now $9.19. That's a 28% jump. Erlinger says these increases are on par with the industry's rates, but the fact that McDonald's is addressing it at all kind of speaks to the narrative out there right now that fast food has gotten really expensive. It's really rare to kind of see an executive come out and say this is not true. These are the facts. This is how much costs have actually gone up. Here's why.
$9.19 for a 10-piece
nugget
meal.
So was there or was there not an $18 Big Mac meal? This is the question for the jury, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope I'm not on trial here, but my recollection is that this was at one location, as Erlinger mentioned. I believe the New York Post had it, and I want to say it was in Connecticut, but I could be wrong. Yes, exactly. But it was at a rest stop location. It was one location. Reminder, franchisees do have the ability here to set their own prices. There are different wage factors, supply chain factors, et cetera, that go into some of these costs. But now this $5 value platform will be offered at all locations because the franchisees agreed to it. That's going to run for a month. And Burger King, don't forget, has its own competing $5 bundle.
Are the franchisees happy about this $5 meal, or are they not going to be able to make any money off it?
It's a month-long promotion, Tyler, and I did report last week that an independent advocacy group of McDonald's franchisees was pushing for corporate to kick in once the one-month timeline was up to keep this on the menu for longer, because they do argue in order for this to be sustainable and affordable, rather, for customers, it needs to be affordable for them as well. So we'll see if it sticks around.
Thank you very much, and thanks for giving me another reason to stay off the Merritt Parkway. Appreciate it. All right, it can
be just as bad on the Garden State.
It could be just as bad on the Garden State.